June 11th, 2005. It's the 42nd round of Serie B, and Genoa, with 73 points, needs a win to gain direct promotion to Serie A. They are playing against mathematically relegated Venezia, 21st in the league with 35 points. The game is won by Genoa 3-2, with goals from Milito in the end of the first half and on the 64th minute, and Marco Rossi on the 53rd minute. Vicente on the 13th and Oliveira on the 60th score for Venezia. Technically speaking, Genoa should have been promoted to Serie A. However, that was not the case. Genoa was instead relegated to Serie C and was penalized of 3 points. This is Caso Genoa. In 2005, an investigation into illegal gambling led to a high-profile trial regarding the Genoa-Venezia match, with allegations of match fixing. Prosecutors Alberto Lari and Giovanni Arena have been working on two possible cases of illegal betting for several months, and, using intercepted communications and the charge of criminal association, gathered evidence implicating the two clubs. One key piece of evidence was a series of intercepted phone calls between Enrico Preziosi, the president of Genoa, and Franco Dalcin, the president of Venezia. During these conversations, Preziosi asked Dalcin to play a fair match despite pressure from Torino's officials, who had reportedly offered Venezia money to influence the outcome. In addition to these phone calls, a significant piece of evidence came to light when Giuseppe Paiara, a director at Venezia, was stopped by the Carabinieri near Coyate in June. During the search, a briefcase containing 250k euros in cash and a contract for the sale of Paraguayan player Ruben Maldonado from Venezia to Genoa was found. This raised suspicions that the money was a bribe to influence the match, leading to further investigations. As a result, Genoa was relegated to Serie C and penalized by 3 points for its role in the alleged match fixing. Several key figures were sanctioned, including Preziosi, Dalcin, and Genoa's sporting director Stefano Capozzucca, who all received 5-year bans from football with a preclusion request, meaning they could no longer hold executive position in the sport. Some players, such as Martin Leisal, Massimo Borgobello, and Massimiliano Esposito from Venezia, were also investigated, with Leisal receiving a 6-month ban, while Esposito was acquitted. Venezia, however, was not formally judged, as the club went bankrupt shortly after the trial took place. Genoa contested the verdict, claiming that the process was flawed and that the intercepted phone calls, which had been obtained as part of a wider investigation into criminal associations, should not have been admissible. Despite this, the Genoa Civil Court rejected the appeal, stating that the FIG had the jurisdiction over the case and that the phone calls had been lawfully provided to sports authorities. The court also ruled that Genoa's recourse to ordinary justice was not possible in cases of sporting relegation due to match fixing. In parallel, criminal proceedings for sports fraud were initiated in 2006, with Enrico Preziosi, Dalcin, Capozzucca, and other figures from Genoa and Venezia facing charges. The prosecution sought 8 months in prison for the accused, but the Genoa court sentenced them to 4 months each. The case continued with an appeal, and in 2008 the court upheld the original sentence. The case took another turn in 2010 when the Court of Cassation annulled the appeal verdict, ordering a retrial. The second appeal ruling in 2011 confirmed Preziosi's 4-month sentence, but acquitted his son Matteo, Capozzucca, and Alcin. Finally, in 2012, the Court of Cassation issued its conclusive verdict, maintaining Preziosi's conviction for sports fraud, while the other defendants were acquitted. This marked the end of a long and contentious legal battle involving Genoa, Venezia, and Torino, which had revolved around accusations of match fixing, illegal betting, and attempts to influence the outcome of a Serie B match. The following year, however, the Rosso-Blu immediately returned to Serie B, finishing second behind Spezia. In the subsequent Serie B season, which was especially noteworthy due to the presence of not only Genoa but also prominent teams such as Bologna, Juventus, and Napoli. The Ligurians achieved what is known as the double jump, securing their promotion to Serie A by finishing third place. This achievement marked a significant milestone in their history, as it ensured their promotion back to Serie A, completing the double jump from Serie C to Serie A in just 2 seasons. Their success was a reflection of the hard work of the management, coaching staff, and players, and it was a moment of pride for the club and its supporters. As of today, Genoa is still in Serie A despite other relegations, such as the one in the 2021-22 season.